Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In my today's video I will be sharing with you a recipe for a soap. This is the haldi and marigold tan removal soap which is made at home. This is very easy to make and this is suitable for all skin types. This is a very cost effective soap which has the goodness of haldi or turmeric and the powerful antioxidant properties of the marigold flowers. So this is easy to make, and if you want to know, please continue watching. So to make this soap I have a few flowers of marigold. These are fresh flowers from my garden. They come in different shapes and sizes and different colors too. For example, there will be some bright yellow colored marigold flowers too. So I have chosen this orangish flower which can be easily grown. The seeds, like as you see that black part of the flower, these are the seeds of these flowers, which if you just spread it in the garden or in a pot, they easily give you too many flowers within a few days of germination. So these are the flowers which is very good for your skin. It can treat dryness and sunburns. It can cure acne and any small cuts and wounds. It can also freshen your skin, rejuvenate your skin, and remove pimples and acne marks over a period of time. So these are the properties of these flowers, therefore I have chosen this flower. If you don't have fresh one, you can use the dried petals. It is easily available online, or even if you use these flowers for some puja purposes or anything, you can just dry those flowers and use those petals. So since I have these fresh flowers, I am going to dry the flower petals first. So I am just going to remove it from the stalk and spread it evenly on a surface and dry it for a day in the shade. So those seeds can be stored, and if you want to use it for any other purpose, for example, this is a soap which I am making. I can make this marigold oil also. I have a video on that. I'll leave the link in the description box. That oil can be applied on your skin if you're facing any skin irritation, skin problems and all. They will give you a very good results. So that is the main purpose. I have these plants at home. I can use it for many different purposes, and even you can avoid mosquitoes if you have this around your houses. You can easily grow in the pot if you don't have an open space. So there are a lot of benefits of these flowers, so you can just grow these easily. So I have just spread it on a surface and I'm going to let it dry in the shade for at least one day maximum, and use these dried petals for the soap. So after a day of drying in the shade, so this is how it looks. It has almost evaporated all the moisture, and these petals are good enough to be made into soap. The next ingredient for this soap is haldi powder. I am using this brand haldi powder. You can use anything. Haldi powder also gives that color or brightness to your skin. It will remove tan. Therefore I am using that. To make the soap, you need a soap base which you can purchase online. You can purchase the glycerin soaps which is available, or you can use the soaps which you normally use at home. Those remaining small pieces of soap which you would as well throw it. Collect those soaps and you can use for such purposes. So to melt the soap, I have I'm using a double boiler method where I have placed a tawa on the stove. I'm going to heat the tawa, and I'm using a thick bottomed bowl where I'll drop all the scrapings of the soap. You need to scrape it or cut it, and this will easily melt in the bowl. The melting of this soap may take at least 10 to 15 minutes in low flame. So once it is melted away, you need to add the dried flowers and at least 1 teaspoon of the turmeric powder. The soap which I have taken will add up to 1 bar of soap, that is at least 75 grams of soap. So therefore you need to add only so much of the ingredients. Once you add the ingredients, you need to put off the stove. You don't have to burn the ingredients in the bowl. Just 1 minute after you have had it is enough for it to come together. So just put off the stove, and before it cools you need to pour it in a mold. So for mold purpose, I have taken this small plastic container. I'm just going to grease it with a little bit of oil so that when I remove the soap, it can come off easily. I'm taking a filter, and then before the soap cools away, I'm going to just filter it out I'm using a spoon to take out all the soap from this, and the soap mold is at least half of the soap mold is filled with the soap, liquid soap. So the soap is ready. You need to allow it to dry for at least one day, that is 24 hours. Here I'm adding few petals of the marigold just for decoration sake. This is totally optional, you can skip it if you don't want to do that. So after 24 hours of drying, this is how it looks. You can see that the soap has left the sides of the mold, that because I have greased it, it can come out easily. So if it has stuck to the bottom, you need to just tap it and this can be removed easily. So sometimes you may find it little bit soft, so you can again leave it for another day so that it dries out completely, and your beauty bar is ready. The marigold turmeric soap is ready to be used. You can use this as a regular soap, just wet it and then work up the lather. You can use this on your face and body. It works just as a regular soap, except that you have used the properties of turmeric and the goodness of marigold flowers, and this gives that added benefit to the soap. So try this and see how it works. It is good for all skin types, and this, if you want to add some fragrance, you can just add 2 drops of essential oil before this soap dries. And if you have used leftover soaps, you don't have to use the fragrance. The soaps will, as it is, have a fragrance, and that will remain in the end product. So try this and see how it works for you. You will not be wasting any leftover soaps. This is again, you can recycle the soaps, and it will be very cost effective and good for your pocket also. So try this and see, and if you like more such DIYs, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.